Okay. So yeah, find your seat, whatever is comfortable. And let's just connect with our breath. So arriving here, it's your afternoon, it's my evening. We'll find ourselves beginning with some silence. Maybe closing the eyes. Feeling the breath entering the body. And then feeling ourselves settling into the space with each breath. Maybe noticing our points of contact with the ground. The ankles, the feet, the sits bones, the thighs. Maybe imagining the spine becoming long as we sit with our head reaching to the heaven and our seat reaching to the earth. And let's begin our practice tonight with our Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So we'll bring that left hand into our thumb and index finger together. Yeah, and then the ring finger and the thumb to the nose, the outside of the edge of the nose. So we'll just alternate where we inhale and exhale. We'll start with the left and exhale out the right, then inhale right, exhale out the left. So just breathe in through both nostrils to start. And exhale. And then close the right nostril with the thumb. Breathe in the left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close left, exhale out the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right for 1, 2, 3, 4. Close right, exhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left for 1. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Good. Close left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close right, exhale left. And then place your right hand in your lap and we'll sit in silence for a few moments. Noticing again the breath filling the nostrils, filling our entire being. The life that rides on the breath. Let's bring our hands to our heart. Let's open our practice with the sound of a single Om. We'll exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Om. And opening the eyes whenever you're ready, you're welcome to sit in the resonance of Om. Maybe doing your alternate nostril breathing for a little longer if you want, or just resting in silence. If you're ready for your practice, then let's find a blanket or a pillow. If you have a blanket, let's fold it maybe so it's about this thick, like a block thick. So folding up a blanket so it's somewhat thick, about that thick. Yep. Yeah, and we'll place that at one end of the mat because we're going to lie down with our shoulder blades on here. And now bring your bolster on the other end of the mat to go underneath your knees. And you can either have it lying down, or if you want, you can place some blocks underneath it. So up to you. And then maybe having a blanket to cover yourself up with too. And maybe bringing the legs under the bolster first, and then adjusting that blanket underneath the shoulder blades. Then letting the head rest back, arms out to the side. And if that doesn't feel comfortable on the neck, then bring the pillow under the head. So we want ourselves to be comfortable. So find what's comfortable. And this is our babbling brook. So just imagine the breath kind of flowing through the body like that mountain brook, right? And adjusting the height of the bolster or anything that you need. So you feel completely effortless in the shape. Some people like to have a bolster underneath their knees, and then they put their heels on a block. You see that a lot, so if that feels comfortable, then maybe do that for yourself. By just resting. Letting those legs, after probably a long bike ride, relax. Maybe the mind after watching the Vuelta. Allow yourself to relax into this babbling brook. Maybe noticing the different points of contact beneath the body. Settling into those points of contact. The heels settle. The backs of the legs settle. The hips and the glutes. The shoulder blades. The back of the head. The elbows, backs of the hands pressed. You can breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. In. And out. Maybe visualizing that breath flowing in the soles of the feet to the sound so. And then exhaling out the palms to the mantra hum. Inhaling through the soles of the feet so. Exhaling out the palms, hum. Inhaling so. Exhaling hum. So allow yourself to settle and rest. As we settle with each breath, just taking a moment to tell ourselves, to assure ourselves that there's nowhere we need to go, there's nothing we need to do, that we're at our destination, and now all we are to do is rest and restore. We might notice the energy flowing a certain way in our body. We might notice our energy outside of our body. Just tuning into our body and then allowing it to relax. With our awareness on the back of the heart, feel it supported by that blanket, symbolizing divine support for our entire being. Feel your legs supported. And every cell of your body completely supported. Let's breathe in, exhale. Another breath in. Let it go. Another breath. Exhale, sigh. And then gently kind of rolling over to one side so we can remove that blanket from behind the heart. Remove the heart blanket out. Then remove the blanket from the head. And then let's hug those knees into the chest. Maybe extend the arms above the head. And put some weight on the hips. Feel the spine on the earth. Breathe in. And then if you have a wall handy, let's move over to a wall and bring our legs up the wall. And if you don't have a wall, if you have a chair or a couch, you can do that. But if you have a wall that has enough space for your legs, then scoot those hips, the buns over to the wall, and then those feet up to the wall. And the arms out to the side. Yeah, and then let yourself relax, let that energy flow down. And if you don't have a wall, then you can bring your bolster. You can just bring those legs onto a bolster if you don't have a wall or a couch or a cushion. So this is the alternative. You can do this. You can let them hang just like that, but have the back entirely flat on the floor. And so if you have the wall, find that wall, close the eyes. Maybe glance up at the ceiling. You can bring the arms up overhead or to the side. And allow yourself to feel the breath in a new way. It's likely that our feet aren't above our head throughout the day, if at all. So this is probably the first time. So be in this new experience and feel the breath and feel your body with the feet above the hips. Feel the breath in the body. Feel the breath above the hips, the breath above the chest and the feet. Just notice the breath. Feel the life in the breath. And embody the breath. Bringing effortlessness into our feet that carry us on our paths all day long. Effortlessness to our ankles and our knees, our thighs and our hips. And let that effortlessness fill our space and fill any part of our lifestyle where we could use a little bit more effortlessness. Letting go of resistance, letting go of control, and finding ourselves in surrender. Noticing if you're hunching your shoulders into your ears, just releasing any effort in the neck and the shoulders and the upper body. Our entire purpose is to bring balance into our life in this hour practice. So finding that balance with rest and some passivity. Let's scan the body from the soles of the feet to the hips, the low back. Just noticing any sensations in the legs and the feet. Then scan the body from the sits bones, the low back to the shoulders. Noticing any sensation, maybe any messages that our body might have to tell us. Then from the back out to the backs of the hands, along the arms. Notice the back of the neck and the back of the head. Then let out an exhale. Then let's slowly bend our knees, bringing our feet off of the wall or off of the bolster and the blocks. And we'll come onto our mat again, or making our way kind of to our space. And let's find our bolster. And with our bolster, let's bring it over to one side and send our left leg kind of long. Bring the bolster along the left side. Now roll over all the way to the stomach. So the right leg is long and the left leg comes onto the bolster. Then roll onto your stomach. So the top of your right leg is on the ground and your chest is on the ground. You can bring a pillow for your head if you want. But we're trying to open up the left hip a little bit, but doing it with as little sensation as we can. So that knee can be on the bolster. It's going to look like this. So our right leg is flat, our left leg is out. Maybe you don't even have your knee on a bolster. You can just let your leg out to the side as well. Or if you want to roll up another blanket and have a smaller stack, if it doesn't feel good on the bolster, you can have something lower. But if the bolster feels good, then let it ride. Yeah, and then go ahead and cover up. So maybe that the hips are flat on the ground, and if that doesn't feel good, we can always just be on the side with that left hip out. Just opening up either the outer hip if we're on our side, or kind of that inner hip if we're on our stomach. But we want it to be effortless. So we can settle in for a nice restorative time. Yeah, there you go, amigo. See, perfect. That knee can be in line with the hip, or it can be down, whatever feels right. And then we'll breathe, arriving in this shape. Closing the eyes. Maybe breathing in for 4. And exhaling for 6. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. And letting go. And then feeling the breath in the shape. Feeling the breath in your body in this shape. Allow the jaw to relax, eyes to relax. Let go of any thoughts. And then replace them perhaps with the breath. With an inhale of so. Exhale, say the word hum to yourself. Inhale the word so. Exhale the word hum. If the mind wanders to a to-do list, bring it back to the points of contact on the ground. Maybe labeling the parts of the body that you feel on the ground. And visualize the breath passing through those points of contact in your body. Let's scan the body from the toes to the head to the fingertips. On an exhale, let's straighten the left leg so both legs are now long and flat. We remove the pillow out from underneath our cheek, just long enough to bring the entire body flat on the ground. Breathe in. And then we'll exhale to lift the head and bring any prop that we need over to the other side of the body to bring the other hip onto the bolster or the blanket. Knowing that what we did on one side might not work for the other side. So if we had a bolster on the other side, maybe we have a blanket. If we had a blanket, maybe a bolster feels nice. So finding what we need. And then sinking down into the earth. We can scan the body for any areas that we might be kind of clenching or tensing. Maybe release that tension or holding. And allow ourselves to just rest. The mind wanders. We'll be visualizing the breath as a color. Maybe the color purple. Maybe the color of moonlight. We visualize that breath filling the nostrils or the mouth as we inhale. Then it takes the shape of your entire body. Now you can stay lying down. I just have to turn my head so you can hear. But imagine the entire body being filled with that color, which is the breath. So our entire being is filled with breath. And if that visualization of it being a color supports the mind in being still, then visualize the breath nourishing your entire being. And just be that breath. Maybe noticing the beating of the heart in your chest. Maybe feeling the stomach press into the floor with the breath. Let's guide our awareness, inhaling through the soles of the feet, up the body. Exhale, let it go. Another breath in. Let it go. Breathe in. Exhale, sigh. Then maybe exhaling to send that left leg long. Let your body rest on the ground and be moving the pillow if you had one underneath the cheek. Moving it out of the way so the entire body is flat or flattish.
And then we'll gently make our way to Shavasana, maybe bringing the feet to the sky and letting the legs fall to one side. And then, and then another to kind of awaken that low back. Maybe just bringing the feet down and then towards the glutes. And then side to side. And then when you're ready, you can make your way gently to Shavasana. In whatever variation would feel right for you. So maybe that is kind of resembling a babbling brook again with a bolster underneath your knees. Maybe a blanket to cover the body as we make our way to these cooler months. Once you are situated, maybe pausing in some stillness, and you can ask yourself, how can I relax more? If there's something that would allow you to relax more, it's in your capacity. Offer that to yourself. Relax the feet. Relax the legs. Relax the hips and the back. The entire back. Relax the back. Relaxing the shoulders, the elbows, and the arms. Relaxing the back of the head. Shavasana. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of the breath in the chest. The beating of the heart. Then let it go. Relax the eyes and the cheeks and the mouth. allowing for relaxation. Giving permission to just be. Giving permission to let things go. Just be in the moment right now and renew. And just be the breath. And let the breath be. Let's scan the body from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Feel the body on the ground. Feel the breath in the body. Now rolling over to one side. Feel your breath in the body as you lie on your side. And then exhale to press up to a seated position. And once again, feel the breath in the body in your seated position. Breath by Kabir. Are you looking for me? I am in the next seat. My shoulder is against yours. You will not find me in stupas, not in Indian shrine rooms, nor in synagogues, nor in cathedrals, not in masses, nor in kirtans, not in legs winding around your own neck,
nor in eating nothing but vegetables. When you really look for me, you will see me instantly. You will find me in the tiniest house of time. Kabir says, "Student, tell me, what is God?" He is the breath inside the breath. Breathe the breath. Be the breath inside the breath. You are the breath inside the breath. I am the breath inside the breath. We are the breath inside the breath. Let's exhale and bring our hands to our heart space. Om Shanti. 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 Om. Namaste. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias, amigo mío.